Hey guys, so the valves are ready, they are cleaned and they look shiny already. So what I have to do next is to feed them, but for me to do that I'm gonna have to remove these old rubber seals that are sitting on the top of the valves. I have a new set. I'm gonna remove the old ones because I'm gonna damage them when I feed the valves, and I want to have a new set anyway. So now I'm gonna start removing them and we're gonna begin to feed the valves. Let's get started. This is it, they look like this, and they are very annoying to get them out if you don't have the proper tool. In my case I don't have it, so it is truly annoying to get them out. So guys, the idea is simple. I have this drill and on the tip I have a drill bit, and I have prepared this rubber hose. So I'm gonna install this over here like that, and on the other end I'm gonna insert the valve and I'm gonna rotate it through the drill. I have prepared two sets of grinding paste, first with the one with the bigger grain and then with the fine one. I think, yes, this is the fine one. So I have prepared this to oil the valves because now the seats, the valve beds are dry and without any kind of oil. So I'm gonna have to, once I insert the backside of the valve like this, before I close it in, I'm gonna drop a bit of oil over here so the valve is gonna be lubricated and it won't damage the bed that is sitting. And then I'm gonna close it, of course, apply a bit of grinding paste over here and start grind it. So basically this is it. I'm gonna start and probably you're gonna be able to understand better what I'm talking about. So let's get started. As I said, this is very annoying. The hose is slipping over the valve, and because I add up a bit of oil, as I said, on the tail of the valve, and that lubricates the hose, and now it is slipping, so I can't reach the RPMs that I need when I press the valve back in its seat. So instead of grinding, the valve is losing speed and just stopping. So I'm gonna try to find a solution to this problem. So guys, I'm gonna use this cable strap as potentially as a bracket. I have tightened it over this valve as a template. Now I'm gonna cut the excess and I'm gonna install it back on the valve's tail, and I'm gonna try again. I'm hoping this to solve my problem because I am wasting time instead of working. And every time I try to fit valves, I come across this problem, and I have been able to clean them and feed them properly, but now I don't have the time to play around with this, and it is so annoying to constantly dry up the valve and the hose, and the hose is still slipping, and it is getting warmer and it is expanding. So I'm gonna give it a try. Hopefully this is gonna be what I've been looking for all this time. Let me tell you guys, this is completely different experience. Now I can finally sand this thing properly. I don't know if sanding is the right term, but grind or polish or whatever. Probably fitting the valves is the proper. So Let's see what is going on, if there is any progress. This is the valve. I'm sorry about the light, guys, but it is just ridiculous. Try my best. But you get the picture now. The surface is grinded, and soon enough I'm hoping that she will be polished. I'm trying to get this to focus to show you how it looks after the first stage, because apparently I'm having problems with the second stage, with the fine fitting. This is before I began to fit the valve, and this is after I started, but now I have to polish this with the second paste, and I imagine that I have to go through all of these valves. They seem to be endless, so it is gonna be a long day. Let's get back to work. Well, guys, I think this is gonna be all about fitting the valves. I am tired already from all that fitting, actually grinding, polishing, and this is the result. Give me 1 second. And this is the result when they are made perfectly. They have to shine, the beds and the valves, the surface that they meet actually needs to shine like it is polished. But for me to accomplish this is gonna be a while, and I have spent more than enough time trying to do that. So we're gonna make a slight test. These are the valves. You can see how shiny they are. On this valve, you can see that there is this shiny ring in the middle. Okay, probably. This is how they should look like, but the other ones are almost there. So to see if I have actually done something, I'm gonna leave them like this because I ended up using all the left fine grinding paste that I had. As you can see, they look nice now. So there is one simple method to check if the valves are fit enough or if they are tight enough to the head, and we are gonna try it. Basically, I'm gonna install the spark plugs back on their places, and then I'm gonna mount the valves, straighten the head up. I'm gonna pour just a drop of petrol in each cylinder gap over here, and we are gonna see if the petrol stays inside. If everything is tight and fitted properly, the petrol needs to remain inside of the cylinder. So hopefully I have achieved that, and I'm not gonna redo the valves anyway, but it is gonna be nice to just to check what have I done so far. I'm not gonna mount the springs and the caps on the valves. I'm just gonna let the valves sit on their own in the beds, and that is that. So let's try this test and see how have I done, if I have managed to feed them properly or not. Okay, so I'm gonna just pour some petrol, and that's it. I don't know how to So guys, mainly the petrol is still inside of here. It doesn't leak much. In the front where the big valves are, the intake valves are, there is no problem, no issue at all. While in the back there was a slight drop in on this cylinder over here, but it wasn't big deal. You can see there is petrol in all of the cylinders. It didn't leak. On the back side, these are the exhaust valves, the outlet. You can see there is a small drop over there. There isn't even a drop, it is just this moist spot of petrol. There was a drop over here, but I'm guessing that maybe do some piece of dirt or something, because there isn't anymore. As you saw, I tried to fit them a bit with the screwdriver. We have a bit of a situation over here, but maybe the same thing. As for the front side, where the intake valves are, you can see no. Okay, this is something new. There is a drop over here. This wasn't here before. Strange. You can see the petrol. There is a little bit less over here. And here. But I'm hoping that these small drops may be due to some dirt bits. As you saw, over here is one. Over here we have one. Over here we have one. Over here, they are falling from my gloves, probably. Over here there is a small bit. Over here as well. I tried my best to clean them, but sometimes that is not enough. But I don't think this is gonna be an issue, because once I feed the springs in the back, this bubble of air over here is annoying. I don't know where did it came from, but anyways, I think this is close enough to what it should be. This is gonna be all for now. I'm gonna clean this petrol, I'm gonna remove the valves once again, I'm gonna take the spark plugs out. As soon as I do that, I can polish this surface once again and begin finally fitting this back in.